Is this an alternative reality? Did we actually just make 2 signings in 2 days? Goodness me, I'm not used to this. Signing number 3, over the line. As you can see again from the title, Callum Doyle has joined on loan from Manchester City for the season. So obviously that becomes our 3rd signing. I think, if I'm right in thinking, I think he's a centre-back. But either way, I didn't expect to be making a video today, so I'm completely flustered. But there you go. Anyway, you know the drill. Let's read the statement and see what it says.
Sunderland AFC is delighted to welcome Callum Doyle to the club. Signing on loan until the end of the 21-22 season, the centre-back moves to Wearside from Premier League champions Manchester City. Doyle enjoyed a breakthrough 2021 campaign with the Citizens and made 12 appearances for the club's under-23 side en route to the Premier League 2 title. The 17-year-old also featured twice in the EFL Trophy and made a further 14 appearances for the club's title-winning under-18s, contributing 3 goals and 3 assists across City's respective development sides. An England under-18 international, the towering centre-back stands at 6'3" and joined up with Lee Johnson's first-team squad ahead of their pre-season trip to Scotland. After joining Sunderland, Doyle said, "I'm looking forward to working with Lee Johnson because he has worked with young players in the past and given them opportunities. So hopefully I can gain that opportunity and he can improve me as a player. I'm a big presence at the back and I like to bring the ball out, but I also love a duel. I'm over the moon to be here and I'm very excited to get started." Lee Johnson added, "We are grateful to Man City for believing in us as a club to be able to help develop somebody like Callum. He is a very talented player, but he is obviously still very young. So the expectation of him in terms of the first team is that we are quietly confident he can have a big impact as it goes on. At 6'3", he is very good technically, can carry the ball and has a lovely left foot, but of course man-on-man combat is what he has to break through and be comfortable with. Overall, we are delighted to put him amongst our squad and believe he can be a real positive for us."
So one of the things Lee Johnson, I think, was very keen to point out within that statement, obviously, with that revelation that we have signed Doyle, is the fact that he's someone who's obviously 17 years old, and yes, he's done well for City's under 18 and 23 development sides, but we have to remember this is men's football, and this is probably going to be his first experience. In fact, I'd be very surprised if it's not his first. I'd be very surprised if it isn't his first experience of men's football, and it's something he needs to adapt to. Not just for Sunderland, obviously, but for his own career. He needs to adapt to the idea that he's going to have to get used to the fact that you're going to get kicked, stomped all over, and especially as a centre back, it's quite brutal in comparison to under 23s football. So, with that in mind, I think Johnson's playing it right to sort of give us a bit of caution that, look, don't expect too much from him straight away, but at the same time, as the season goes on, we know what League One's like, when it's fixture in quick succession. And Doyle is going to be someone that's going to have to end up, he's going to end up playing a big part, isn't he? So, in that sense, it's at least good. If he's at don't get me wrong, if he's at Man City, then there's definitely something about him that, well, you'd like to think there's something about him that was definitely worth pursuing. Obviously, Dion Sanderson, which obviously looks like he's going to Birmingham, but Dion Sanderson has left a void behind, which we knew was going to happen the minute we didn't get promoted. We need Doyle to kind of help to fill that. We still need at least one more centre-back, maybe another 2, depending on who we can end up getting. But there you go. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, look, I know Thane's not going to be particularly pleased on this. And I can kind of see why, because we're in a situation where we need to have players that are ready to deliver right now in the context of the season that we're about to face. But there you go. We've got Callum Doyle. We also need a squad. So let's hope he does, as with every player, let's hope he does well. Take care, guys. Stay safe, and who knows when the next one's going to be, when we have our next signing. Hopefully it's one that's really going to excite the fans, and hopefully and I'm not saying Doyle won't, obviously, but hopefully it's another one that can excite the fans, and hopefully it's another video soon, I suppose. I'll stop waffling. Take care, and see you later. Stay safe.